Okay, so I've bitched enough, so let's go on to the parts that I actually enjoyed. First of all, the opening sequence was fucking awesome. Brilliant. So well done. That window scene, they literally cut that out of the book and just pasted it in. I'm telling you that it was just copy and paste. Awesome. Well done. There were also some other scenes that it was very obvious that the director definitely wanted direct translation from book to film, and that was Dan coming home that first time when Rorschach breaks into his apartment. That scene, that silhouette of him standing in his doorway, in the book. Yeah. Let's see, what else was there? The scene... Oh, again, with Dan standing butt-ass naked in front of his costume, directly from the book. Oh, something that the movie pointed out that I actually am embarrassed to say I didn't notice in the book was that the freaky guy with the sign? Yeah, I didn't know who that was until I saw the movie. Yeah. So, I guess it's because there was so much else to look at and notice in the book that I just moved past the dude. I've actually, in the book, I focused on what a sign actually said as opposed to the actual character, other than seeing that it was a dude. And of course, in the movie, they focus a little more heavily on him and force you to notice. So, yeah, hi, oblivious, apparently. Oh, the casting of the movie, brilliant. I don't think there was one person in the film that I thought shouldn't have been, or that I would have done differently. Vite, Ozymandias. The only problem I had with him was, what the hell was up with his accent at the end of the movie? Through the entire movie, when he's in his suit and he's Vite and he's all businessman, there's not a hint of any kind of accent at all. It's just sort of a guy talking. And then at the end, he suddenly starts to sound like South African. And it was sort of jarring, to the point where I actually leaned over to Steve and said, what the hell is up with his accent? Something else that they changed a little bit in the movie that I was actually happy about was Rorschach's speech pattern. Thank you for lightening that a bit, because I know that everybody loves Rorschach, and he was okay, and he was really cool in the movie, but in the book, swear to God, I wanted to rip off his arm and beat him with it. His speech pattern was irritating. I mean, I know that the guy was supposed to be a bit dim, slightly retarded, learning disabled, whatever, but seriously, really. In the book, that speech pattern, just that, made that character far less enjoyable for me. I don't really know why, other than it just, for some reason, grabbed my nerve and started, like, fucking with it. Whatever. But I'm really happy that it was there in the movie. It was obviously there. They cut out a lot of words. I cannot think of the appropriate terminology at the moment, but you know, that speech pattern was obviously there, but it wasn't so hardcore overt. So that was good. Something that I'm actually glad that they cut out of the movie that was on the book was the section where the knotheads actually go and take out their vengeance by killing the original Night Owl. The only reason I'm glad that that wasn't in there was because that part of the book made me cry. So I'm positive that that section of the movie would have made me cry if it was there. So happy to have seen that go. I did love the way that a good portion of the dialogue, we'll just go with dialogue, that a good portion of the dialogue was quite literally directly from the book. That was nice. But the dream sequence where they're naked and they strip each other to the costumes and the blowing up, and that was cool. That was really well done. This scene, the scene with the little girl and the dogs and that was awesome. But the action sequences were really good. The scenes, like the opening scene that they did, where it was obvious that they were really wanting to translate the book onto film, almost, you know, excuse me, almost, you know, panel to panel. They did an excellent job with that, and again, overall, I really enjoyed the movie. It was good. So I want to see it again. Yeah, okay, so that was my review of Watchmen. To recap, I enjoyed the movie very much, and I want to see it again, despite all that bitching I did.